Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. It's an 0-2 AFC team set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Oh, a nifty juke there. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
Almost certainly a future Hall of Famer, and he's still seeking the storybook ending to his career. But he had patience, looked around, took his time before choosing his team, and boy, are they glad that he did, because he still has a lot of juice left despite being 41 years old. Finishing the top 10 in passing yards last season with nearly 4,000 yards and touchdowns as well with 28.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Down and 10.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And he'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Rodgers to throw. A short one there to Fryermuth. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A gain of 6 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll find his man Skoranek over the middle. And he will have the Steelers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you clean up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Jamie and Sherwood there to make the stop.
Brings up second.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit. He tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Warner trying the right side. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 4-3. Taking 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Brandon Stevens right there to break up the throw.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And normally when you talk about a quarterback on his 3rd team in as many years, you're worried about this kid's potential. But in this case, Justin Fields has plenty of it, and he flashed it big time during his short tenure in Pittsburgh. Now he has an opportunity in New York to be a full-time starter once again, and the Jets are excited about his potential.
On play action, Fields. Now he's flushed out left. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Second and 9. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 27.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. And he gets us from inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was taken down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Ball again. And he'll be brought down here at the 40-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's third and 2 now.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on third and 2. Fields now throw. And they're going to get to him. Sack back at the 9-yard line. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
So on comes a field goal unit for the Jets. Here's Nick Folk. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Folk's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And able to get this out to the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They toss it to Warren. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
9-yard gain.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
7 yards.
They overrode him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own
Back on the field come the
line.
New York Jets for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now Fields. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
To Brees Hall.
5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw out wide is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Now they set up the screen. the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy of midfield.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Now it's Rodgers. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Steelers.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. And he goes down right there.
He was taken down behind.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. It's Fields. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Off play action, Fields. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
26 yards.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Here's Fields. Throwing quickly to Wilson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's second down.
Brings up
Nothing
second
fancy
down
on first down, but a very
49-yard
consistent
line.
type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to the hole to avoid the contact.
It's a gain of
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Justin Fields sacked.
Keanu Benton, the running guy to bury him.
A loss of 7.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Fields. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Harmon in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap, Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Intended for Breece Hall.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
DK Metcalf. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Jets 3.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Looking to put a drive together. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Back to throw. Fields. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward. What a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Out of the gun, Fields. And he is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the...
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Motion man left is Lazard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set down around the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The tackle made at the
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Hall again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him. as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. To throw is Fields. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to move back in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Nick Folk for the point after.
Point.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Jets 10.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard
and Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to
the gain of 5. And it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A handoff for Warren. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. And the Jets will take over. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. obviously. They need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now it's Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Third and 4. Looking to throw. Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They run the option here on first and 10. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
But if you're going to run the read option typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Fields going to keep it once more. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Of scrimmage.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And 6.
Back to throw. Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. He connected on his first, this from 41. Folk's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Steelers set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Unfortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And that is incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Corliss Wademan now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Nobody goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And 10.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Jets on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Josh Reynolds.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Austin McNamara now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Fair catch.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own
the Steeler
39-yard
offense
line.
set to regain possession. Looking to put a drive together. On play action. Now Rodgers. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up.
At the
Great catch.
42-yard line.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now run with Warren. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, Maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
It's now fourth down.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
And this will be out of bounds at the one here, the 12-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Looking to put a drive together. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the 17-yard
Nice chunk of
line.
yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on
2nd.
second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd down and 6 now. Fields now to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
and he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, the quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you'd think 4th down quarterback sneak there, though it worked on 3rd. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He gets it underneath to Hall. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he completes it to Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
10 more yards.
They get 10 more there,
That's
and I believe that'll be
Jets
enough for another first down at will.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. That's about as exciting a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 44.
The 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Play action. It's Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
21 yards.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Jets.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll give the ball. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
He was brought down at the
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
In motion left goes Reynolds. On 2nd down and 4, Fields. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Alan Lazard from 13 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is now 13. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Oh, he shifts past him.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Rodgers. Complete to Austin here over the middle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
To Calvin Austin.
As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for
Not sure what happened out there,
Wilson.
but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 10.
As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Warren.
Rodgers
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Jets 46-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a sack.
Aaron Rodgers.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Rodgers going to throw. And he finds Austin complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Alan Lazard and the Jets set to go back on offense. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. 2nd half starts with a run by Hall. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Hall. Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 31 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
There's is a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It's 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, Party, you can sense him saying, okay, first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. What can Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the first.
19 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
Running left, it's Warren. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The tackle by
It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it, Warren. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
46-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to go to the tight end here with a running play. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Steelers.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
On the coverage.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That's complete right side to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The tight end in motion right. Back to throw. Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
At the 28-yard
Like how they've started
line.
the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Fields. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure, they got him again. T.J. Watt. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's the Jets punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. And this throw incomplete.
Intended
And the
for
defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
And this pass broken up.
Rodgers pass.
And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. And the Jets set to take the field. Looking to put a drive together. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
He was
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
A gain of 14. And a Steeler first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because he struggled, especially that first half.
You know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Second down.
Will McDonald there on the tackle. Ball on the 35. Here comes second and 5. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
Rodgers pass.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line.
A gain of 18.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Pittsburgh.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
Here's Warren. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
At the 6-yard
They really
line.
needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run here with game 1. And a good display display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Aaron Rodgers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Boswell for the extra point.
The point after.
And it's good. The deficit 6, 20 to 14.
Makes the score Jets 20.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Jets offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 to the first down.
Yards. That's good for a Jets first down. First
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One play action. Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Fields now to throw. Wilson's got it complete.
Fields.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up,
Automatic
or if you're
first
going
down.
to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Off-play action. Fields out to his left. And he'll cross over out of bounds at the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 21, here's the second down and 6. Now it's Fields. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 31.
There wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Folk's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
Makes the score Jets
So 3 field
23.
goals that he's hit now. This last
14.
one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing now is Rodgers. A short one there to Fairview. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
The Jets take over.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Fields. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now 3rd down and long.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
By Alex Highsmith.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On the run, it's Warren. Down to about the 32.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's Rodgers.
Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now.
23.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Chris Boswell.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense for the Jets ready to take over.
At their own
lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets it on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
Brings up 3rd and
He'll wind
6.
up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw his Fields. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Motion man left is Lazard. Play action. It's Fields. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be taken down left before it gets into enemy territory.
13 more yards.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's Fields.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd
a sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
9-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Rodgers going to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
Steelers.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On the give, it's Warren. And now they're going to get him down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Intended for
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Fields. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
16 yards.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Second and 9.
A gain of a yard.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
He dumps this one off here to Hall. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport state. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On play action, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Rodgers pass.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
On play action, now Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the first down and more. And they will finally get him down to the 28. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
First down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Completes it to Austin.
Rodgers pass. Complete to Calvin Austin. A gain of 3. Brings up second down at the 32-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. Rodgers again now. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Fields now to throw. Flush to his right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to kick it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brought down at
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, that is incomplete.
Rodgers pass.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Rodgers now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And again, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jalen
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Intended for Josh Reynolds.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
He was defended by Brandon Echols.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Had his hands on it, but dropped it.
Intended for
The
Aaron
rookie
Smith.
making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
This a
and
very
10
important
yards to
drive,
go.
and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds.
Fields back.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
A 4-yard gain.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line.
We've seen him do this many times in green and gold. Now he'll try to do it in black and gold. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers down 23-17. A minute 38 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown,
DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
We all knew the situation. We're in the 4th quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
Extra point now by Boswell.
Point after.
And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Makes the score Steelers 24.
Pretty clean and simple
Jets
there. Just
23.
2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. This is 1st and 10. Now Fields. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
All eyes on Fields.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Garrett Wilson.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here now, 3rd down. Here's Fields.
And that is incomplete.
Intended for Garrett
With that
Wilson.
incompletion, reality is staring them right in the
He was
face.
defended by
This entire
Jalen
game
Ramsey.
is down to the next snap.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. They snap it to Fields. That's caught by Wilson.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
For a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. It's complete. Lazard. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2 at the 50-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. That's pulled in by Wilson. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
It's a gain
as they'll
of 8.
stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
And the throw in the catch was just fine, but against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
They'll look to throw. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Justin Fields on the scramble. He was brought down by Cole Holcomb. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the Steelers.
So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.